In this lesson, we'll be concentrating on drawing straight lines. It's not so easy as it seems. Now draw with me. I'm drawing a simple line. Draw it in this 45-degree angle because it's easy to make using your elbow. Even with a simple line, we can discover several important drawing properties. A stroke has an orientation. I can draw vertically, horizontally, or in any direction. Orientation is key. You can always take the sides of the paper as a reference. Compare your stroke to the horizontal or the vertical edge of the paper. Right at the beginning, it's useful to learn to identify some main angles. Let's say we take this horizontal as the base. As a reference, I also draw this vertical, which closes a 90-degree angle with the base. A 45-degree angle should be at the middle, somewhere here. It divides the 90-degree angle into two equal parts. Now let's divide this 45-degree angle into thirds. Something like this. We get a 15 and a 30-degree angle. If I do the same over here, I get the 60 and 75-degree angles. You will analyze the relationships between two lines all the time. If you can identify an approximate angle between them, it will be much easier to draw their orientation accurately. For example, if I wanted to copy these lines keeping their directions, the first thing I would do is to determine their angles to the vertical or horizontal. This one is roughly 45 degrees. And this one is between 10 and 15. This one, compared to this one, is about 90 degrees. Alright, now let's get back to line properties. A line has a length. I can draw short strokes and longer ones. A stroke has brightness. This one is pretty light because I applied very light pressure on the paper. If I add more pressure, I can draw a darker one or even darker. Remember, you can also change the brightness of your stroke by choosing a harder or softer graphite pencil. I can also change the thickness of a line. But to illustrate this, I need a pencil with a tip like this. With the tip of the pencil, I can draw thin lines. Changing the angle of the pencil, I can make the stroke thicker. Switch to overhand grip to draw strokes like this. You can also change the speed of your stroke. You can draw very slowly or faster. Quick lines look more dynamic, which is good in general. But precision is also important. Test different speeds and stick to the one where your lines still look like as you intended. Now watch this. You can also change the thickness of your stroke in one single movement. This is kind of an advanced technique. I'm changing the angle of my pencil as I'm making the move. Don't worry if you don't succeed with this one right now. It needs some practice. Now let's sum up. A stroke has an orientation or direction, length, brightness, light or dark, a thickness, and dynamics. So you can draw all kinds of strokes and they will have their own unique meaning or message to the viewer.